in slope-intercept form, don't you see a y and an x?
Yes.
And when we write them, the y and the x stay in there, right?
Mm-hmm.
In standard form, we see a y and an x. And like these equations we were doing today, the x and the y were in the equation. Agreed?
Agreed.
Do you see a y and an x again?
No. Yes, yes.
So this x and this y are going to still be x and y. But what we plug in, I'm going to underline. First of all, I'm going to put a squiggly under this x sub 1 and y sub 1. Or an underline.
Or even a circle.
Okay. X sub 1, y sub 1 is going to be a point, an actual point on the line. So I'm going to write x sub 1, y sub 1. Is a point on the line. So I'm actually going to put what that x point is right in this spot in the equation. And whatever the y value is, right up here in the equation. Okay. We have something else that should look familiar in there. What else am I talking about? We have m. Okay. And so m is just the slope of the line. Alright, so once again, we have x1, y1, that's going to be a point, two numbers, an x and a y. We have m, that's going to be our slope, and we're going to plug those three things into this form. Okay. So here's how it works then. Let's say I actually give you the point and I give you the slope. So I said write the equation of a line with slope of -2 and a point of 5, 3. Okay. So what letter am I going to replace -2 with? M. And I'm going to just draw a little arrow here. This is x sub 1 and this is going to be y sub 1. Alright, so here we go. We are going to write y minus what? -3. Y minus a -3. Very good. Equals,
-2.
good. The m is -2, and then parentheses, x minus 5. All right. Is there anything I can simplify in this? Caitlin?
You can put y plus 3.
Yes, y minus a -3 I can write as y plus 3 equals -2 parentheses x minus 5. Okay. Now, point slope form, if I'm graphing it, we'll talk about this in a second, is similar. When we were doing slope-intercept form, we started at the y-intercept and did rise over run. If we were graphing this, we would just start at that point and do rise over run. So they're similar, but instead of starting at the y-axis, you're starting at a point instead. All right, now here's the nice thing about slope-intercept form. If I get rid of this parentheses, I can easily convert it to slope-intercept form. How do I get rid of that parentheses? Distribute. Let's do that. Would you distribute the -2? So -2x. Very nice. -2 times -5 is +5. 10. Okay, what I have to do one last thing to get it to slope-intercept form. Caitlin?
Subtract 3.
Subtract the 3. So y equals negative 2x plus 7. Alrighty, so if I give you the point and the slope, it's kind of like a little matching. Where do I put this? Where do I put that? Where do I put that? Let's take a look at the next one. Ooh, what's a little different here? For point slope form, what two things do you need? Think of the name. Think of the name. Point slope form, what two things do you need? A point and the slope. Okay. What do I give you in this problem? 2 points. Shoot, what do I not give you? Ooh, but do we know how to find the slope if I give you 2 points?
Yeah.
We do! Let's do it. Let's find the slope. M equals. Alright, slope. At this point, guys, we've talked about slope for a while. I expect you to know how to do it. Rise over run. Rise rhymes with y's. Y's go on top. So I'm going to do negative 3 minus 5 on the top. If I do that, what do I need to do on the bottom?
4 minus 2.
But I did negative 3 minus 5 on the top. So I would have to do 2 minus 4 if I did that order. You can do 5 minus a negative 3, Abby, and then do 4 minus 2 on the bottom. Just go the same order. Alright, I get negative 8 over negative 2, which is 4. Okay, now I have the slope, correct? And I have 2 points. Which one do I pick? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Okay, I'm going to pick the 4, 5. So here we go. Y minus the y coordinate. What am I going to write if I picked 4, 5? Y minus 5 equals 4 parentheses. Now I'm going to do x minus the x coordinate. So x minus 4. Well, let's do the other point just to show you what it would look like. And is it okay if you do the other point? Absolutely. There's 2 point slope forms in this case. If I did these points, instead I would do y minus a negative 3 equals 4 parentheses x minus 2. Okay, do you have questions on that, on either of those things? Guess what would happen if we distributed either of these equations? You're going to get the same slope-intercept form. It has 2 different point-slope forms, but if you distribute them, you get the same slope-intercept form.